Rlcs Season 6 World Championship. Over the next 3 days, the 10 best teams in the world will compete for the honor of calling themselves the champions of the world's most exciting esport.
Two teams that have been so close so many times, but have not played each other. We Dem Girls and Cloud9 in a debut. Excited to see who takes the win. They are such a good team. We expect the best from them. We know they can beat literally anybody in the world on a good day. The question is this that day? Ignite airborne, the ball's not there. Can Remco put it in? It's off the post. Metzenars will finally finish it off, and we've got a point in the game.
Trading possessions back and forth, and it's We Dem Girls who finally sink it in. It looked like there was some collision mid-air. Ignite looking for the hard angle. I don't even know if he made contact.
Remco unchallenged in the air. Nobody there. The defense flat-footed. They kept waiting for someone to move up and challenge him, but Cloud9 just sat and watched. 2-goal game now. Able to use any of them. So many crossbars, so many posts, and it'll be We Dem Girls that takes game number 1.
Ignite's gonna pad his stats just a little bit more. Why not? You're here at Worlds. You might as well make sure you get a couple more goals under your belt. Give yourself the confidence.
In game number 2, Gimmick towards the goal. He's going out looking for the bumps as well. Finds him on Metzenars, and Squishy's shot will go in. Gimmick able to open up that lane, and Squishy uses it.
Metzenaris not expecting that to drop straight down. I think Remco was hoping Metz could turn around, but then Gimmick put just enough pressure on him.
Squishy, Metzenaris there, sends it to the side. Torment's got it. Gimmick is demolished on the far side. Remco will be able to respond, send it back out to midfield. Ignite looking for Remco. Metzenaris now moving up. The Gimmick sending it back towards the goal.
Oh.
Long shot, it's all the way in. The defense looked like maybe someone would get back, but no, absolutely not. 2-goal game.
Metzenaris was one playing defense. He just started turning to the left to find himself either the side boost or the back corner boost as that massive clear came through.
Now Remco down to Ignite, looking for the shot on target, and it gets pinched in by Torment. Probably going in anyways. We Dem Girls is on the board.
Talking about the striker Ignite is, he manages to thread the needle past these defenders. Squishy there for the challenge, and Torment, he was even facing that post. He was there ready for it.
Torment gets it onto the backboard, but there's Ignite to take it away. Squishy now up in the wall, up in the midfield. Remco over to the side. Gimmick puts it back. Here comes Squishy, but Metzenaris is there. He still manages to get onto the backboard. A small double commit from We Dem Girls could open up the opportunity. Squishy there, and the shot's through for Gimmick. The double commit, it looked like they would be able to recover in time, but it doesn't happen, and it's a 2-goal game again. And
this is the pass play. I thought Torment was going to try and take the shot, but he pushes it to Squishy instead, who had found himself up in his opponent's corner.
Gimmick dropping this one back down. So they're back up on We Dem Girls. A double demolition should leave the goal open, and Squishy puts in another one here. 3-goal lead for Cloud9. They'll tie up the series.
At this point, just Squishy trying to keep control. Ignite, oh my god, he baited the touch. Ignite thought Squishy would challenge him, and he just turns all the way around, takes control, flicks it in.
Torment gets this one away. Squishy's airborne, keeping it here in the midfield, giving himself options. He's got an
Squishy
open net in front of him.
He
Puts
got
it
it!
underneath. Oh my goodness, the flip reset off the defender. He pinches it.
If there's ever a player to do it, it's going to be Squishy. He gets it.
Oh.
He bounces up. He gets the dunk with the flip reset.
Torment through the air. Here comes Ignite, dropping it back to Metzenaris, trying to turn this one around midfield. They do so. Get it back to the blue corner. Now Squishy up to Gimmick. Can you find Torment across? Torment's there, but he just takes the shot by himself. Metzenaris sends it away, and a great read from Torment. 1,000,000 miles an hour. It's a 2-goal game.
You could talk to every pro out there. No one's saving this. No one's saving the shot. No one expects the shot to come out like this. And on top of it to the far post. Disgusting read from Torment. Cloud9, they are keeping it soaring. They are keeping it high. They are forcing these challenges. And slowly but surely, they are breaking down We Dem Girls. 3-0 to none.
Just one by one, dismantling the defense. Remco off the ceiling, trying to just get a clear out of his half. Happens to give it straight to Squishy. About the longest we've seen the ball stay in the blue here in game 3. And still nothing to show for it. The infield pass just barely missed off the post. And the follow-ups there from Gimmick. Cloud9 obliterating We Dem Girls right now.
I really want to spend the next match just honestly seeing what is happening with We Dem Girls boost management. They are just so many times having to struggle to reach these balls.
Right now, with the immaculate way that Cloud9 is reading the field, We Dem Girls is forced to keep the ball close to the chest. What a shot from Remco. An excellent play to finally get them on the board, but is it too little too late?
I definitely will say it's too little too late, but it's still great. I mean, that is a tight angle. You can't find a much more difficult than that.
Need to force Cloud9 to challenge them, but they are also now consistently losing the 50-50s, losing the solo challenges.
Again.
Torment, again, the accuracy. Torment's not usually the player we talk about carrying Cloud9, and I'm not going to say that one player is really standing out, but holy cow, is he accurate today.
And I mean, again, the positioning on We Dem Girls, that should not have been an easy shot for Cloud9.
Sends this one all the way back down, looking for the read on Remco. He gets it back out towards Torment. ignite will put it high.
Squishy got caught
Sent it
out.
all the way down, off the crossbar and down. We Dem Girls finds their first lead since game 1.
And this could be huge for We Dem Girls. This could make Cloud9 play a little bit more passive, which we saw at game 1. They just got caught out rotating too much, dedicating too much for a play.
Here's Gimmick. Oh my goodness, he beats Metanaris, but it's too wide. He'll need some help to put this one into goal.
Gimmick, if he'd stolen that boost, they would have been able to challenge this a little bit more aggressively, but they don't care. They're doing it. Squishy!
What are these airborne dunks from Squishy?
He goes for the late hit. He challenged this, gets nice and high, knowing ignite was trying to cross the field with it.
Coming back down to the box, back to the edge.
Where's the challenge? Here
We
it
Dem
is.
Girls keeping this pressure on, but they've got to find the shots. 20 seconds remaining.
Right back out mid.
ignite off the top.
Down to
Metanaris
Metz.
there. Squishy's not going to be able to get it, and they tie the game.
18 seconds left. The team play from We Dem Girls to stay alive in game 5. ignite with the backboard pass straight down to Metanaris over Squishy Muffins.
Overtime carpet, you want it? Halfway into another game. Coming back down, Metanaris'
Metz.
shot. Squishy's not there, but the shot is wide again. Torment trying, just looking for the clear at this point. Is Cloud9 going to be suffocated? ignite will finish it. Gimmick, the rare miss on the wall, and We Dem Girls takes the victory.
They get the upset against Cloud9. We Dem Girls, the unsigned team, against one of the biggest orgs we've got here, and they will take it. 17 seconds left to tie up the game. Over 2.5 minutes in the overtime, and they will have what it takes to take down the monster that is Cloud9.
Now, what were they doing that was stopping you guys? And then ultimately, I'm going to ask what you guys did to change that.
Honestly, they feel like Dignitas to me. The exact same team. They're perfect in their rotation. It's beautiful. Like, they're great. Well, they pass a lot. They can shoot good. It's crazy.
I got to say, you beat them though. So does that mean that you're thinking, hey, no problem, Dignitas could be ours too?
Yeah.
Now, out of all the teams that you've seen at LAN so far, we've seen a lot of game fives, and a couple teams actually take some games off of you guys. Is there a specific team, or is it NRG again, that you're looking that could potentially give you a run for your money?
Probably Cloud9, We Dem Girls, or NRG.
Now Squishy will try. That's going to be just wide and set aside as well. Tainted Minds having a little trouble breaking this pressure, and it's the defensive brick wall Torment who scores first for C9.
And that net opens wide up, all because of Gimmick. He goes through, puts pressure on CJ to push out into that box, pushes too far forward to go.
Break for Tainted Minds, but they still have a minute to work with. Only a 1-goal game. Banking one in again. There's Torment, and he's added his second.
Finds that top angle. Way to go from him, but look at the play from Squishy. Just lobs it up, knows the defender's not going to get a good touch, and Torment swoops in and capitalizes on that upper ninth.
Then that will be the final act of game number 1. Cloud9, quality defense. They turn it into offense as well, and they take game number 1 in convincing fashion. After Torment nearly takes out Express, good concentration from Express. And again, just narrowly dodging bullets, and finally Torment scores. He scored all 3 for C9.
He hits this ball and puts just enough English to roll it around the post into the net.
About every time.
Yeah, that's where you need to use those side walls as a 4th team member. Just open up the passing plays. And speaking of open, how about a wide open net for Express to tie this game up?
Much needed for Tainted Minds. It's the clutch playmaker from Oceania who finally breaks what was about a 9-minute scoring drought to start this series. And now there's life for Tainted Minds.
If you're an OCE fan, it is time to get on the edge of your seat. A minute remaining in this match. It is so important. You do not want to see them put on match point, but not if Squishy and Gimmick have something to say. The 1-2 combo off the backboard.
That's just incredible stuff. Right when you think Tainted Minds are going to get right back into this game, Cloud9 scores immediately and reclaims the lead. So now Gimmick will try to kill off the remainder of this 20 seconds. His shot off the mark, but he gets a little help from his enemies, and it's a 3-1 lead.
This is just unfortunate if you're Shady. You're trying to read that, trying to get it off of the crossbar, and you put it in your own upper 90.
The orange car there, taken out by Torment. Final countdown in game 2. And it looks like it will indeed be Cloud9 almost getting one at the buzzer. They do from Gimmick. Yet again, it's a hat trick.
You're gonna leave the ball in the box that long, it's gonna find the back of the net, and nothing more than a consolation goal for Gimmick to get that hat trick. And I know one thing for certain, if Tainted Minds are going to win this match, they're gonna need every single fan in this building cheering for them.
There's a shot in from Torment, and you look at that, it's really like a 2-goal swing, Subi. CJ missing one just over the bar, and then Squishy sets this up for Torment, who has been on point all series. Shady up the ladder here. CJ for himself, though he's gonna leave it for Express, and that will get Tainted Minds right back in it.
This is what I like to see. I love to see the play get away from that corner, utilize that back wall, and by the time Squishy sees what happens, it is way too late.
Squishy, he's found the angle, but that's denied by CJ. Back it goes from Gimmick. Could be dangerous after that demo. CJ's waiting, and his infield pass intercepted by Squishy. Nobody's home, and Squishy hits right between the eyes.
You're trying to do this against the team that perfected infield passes. Squishy reads it all the way and sends it downtown, puts it between the dotted lines. But CJ trying to find that tight angle, but Torment with the good positioning on that back wall, and once again, Squishy finding the wide open net.
Squishy, the Grim Reaper himself in this series, makes it 4-1. He's got a hat trick as well. Plenty of goals to go around for Cloud9.
And down to the last 10 seconds, they are still playing as hard as they can. There is no giving up in their hearts.
The Rocket League Championship Series is better when Tainted Minds, and in particular CJ is involved, and he scores one for good measure on his way out.
This is exactly what you need to do. Just go out with a goal. And CJ, he opened up yesterday with the first goal. He's going out today with their last. Cloud9 ultimately coming out on top, going to face NRG tomorrow, but words cannot even express how well Tainted Minds played yesterday and today.
And not, of course, the day that Oceania was expecting. Their Chiefs knocked down to the lower bracket, only scoring 1 goal in their series, only 3 goals in this series for Tainted Minds as they are eliminated in the first round of the lower bracket.
I just never thought we'd see the day, so I don't even know what to ask. Let's start with them. That was great. Let's start with your teammate Torment. Usually we see Torment as more of a defensive player, but he was all over offense. Is it a thing that maybe if you guys are, hey, we want to hang back, we'll throw Torment up, or is it just kind of happen naturally?
I don't know, he was playing amazing that series. He was popping off all over the place, so he was doing whatever he wanted to do and it was working, so I was kind of just letting him do it.
Anyways, going forward in this lower bracket, obviously it's going to be a bloodbath. Is there anybody in particular that you're super scared to come across right now?
Of course, Dignitas. Every single team here is insane. No one's going to be an easy match, of course. So, NRG's up next. One of us is going to be out already, which sucks. But let's see what happens.
Wow. Squishy. Beating him high in the air. Fireburner now. Carry it out of his own goal. A lot of air dribbling going on right now. Gimmick and Torment very tightly positioned on top of each other. Justin will win the challenge, but it goes lateral into the midfield. Garrett G missing on the backboard. Squishy misses on the crossbar. And three players commit to the defense. None of them touch it, so Torment scores.
Yeah, so the first one, Squishy was expecting Garrett to come up with that touch, tried to put it on target, but everyone from NRG scrambling, and unfortunately Fireburner takes out one of his own teammates, takes away the save. Cloud9 definitely not ready to go on the attack, but I think keys to success for Cloud9 are how well they get the ball away from the side. Squishy down the middle.
Squishy gets two. They've put it in another one on a great pass play, and Cloud9's up.
And a nice touch here from Torment right down. Unfortunately, NRG, Justin's not in a bad spot, but too much pace from that close. He tried, got a hand on it, but not enough.
Right now, Cloud9 still with the 2 goals. NRG yet to score. Justin underneath.
There's one.
Nice shot from Garrett. The redirect right in front of the box to put NRG on the board.
And what's so nice is this actually all starts back in NRG's corner. Before the replay even gets going, Fireburner makes the executive decision to keep that ball close, let it roll a little bit, make sure everyone's on the same page before they get the offense going back the other way.
Justin's got to get back in time, and he does. A little bit of mispositioning from NRG right now.
Really physical play from NRG. Open net, and that might have been the difference maker. Fireburner with a demo in the midfield on, I believe, Gimmick. And it just opened a big hole here for Justin, and Torment not able to get a good touch and stick with the ball. Fireburner with a hard press after that demo finds the right-hand side. And that's what demos are so good for.
And Squishy both went up as well. They get a solid clear, but now both a little bit low on boost and out of rotation. Gimmick destroyed might actually help Cloud9 here as Fireburner comes up, drops it in. Oh my goodness, Fireburner is doing it well.
And Cloud9 got all tangled up on the back wall. Again, a demo out of the midfield, but Justin making sure to hang on to that ball in possession. Double commit from Cloud9. They've had some issues with that on defense.
Torment dropping it down for himself. Fireburner pass one. Gimmick now back into the corner. Garrett G was there, follows up his own touch, past Torment, now looking to get it past Squishy on the wall, he takes the demolition.
Great
instead.
demo,
Justin
perfect.
sends the shot. He's got so many options, just pick them.
I mean, you know the game plan NRG came in with here. They're like, let's just hit them out of the way, get them all off the pitch, and we'll just score on open nets. Make that 2 demolitions for NRG. The second one doesn't matter, but at least like to see the final 90 seconds or so have a little bit of pressure from Cloud9 because they haven't gotten anything done.
Fireburner puts it over the top of one, immediately looks for Torment in the corner. Garrett G will opt it for Justin. Gimmick just looks to play some defense. They'll get it past him there. Nobody at home. Garrett G gets demolished, but it's just enough for Fireburner to put it in. NRG answering back strong here. We got a ball game.
And Squishy tries to answer the physical play, says you don't get a free shot, but unfortunately Torment, thinking he had a bit more time than he did, Fireburner just had him beat to the ball, and it worked out beautifully here in Game 2.
Cloud9 needing to find a change. A nice shot from Squishy. Nice to get some morale back on their side, get the momentum going back their way a little bit. There's 4 goals in 25 seconds. It's not going to happen here. Game 2 will be NRG's. Pass game that Cloud9 always relies on, so difficult.
And Garrett G had a big bump in the net right now. It allows this ball to stick in the corner for a bit longer. Here come NRG one more time.
Garrett G up, Torment. Get that one away. Justin, though, with another shot. Oh, my goodness. What an absurd angle to hit the leading goal.
Such a tough shot here. And Gimmick stuck on the line with no boost, not in a good spot, and good try. No luck. Off the line and over his head. Justin puts him ahead.
So it goes back to Justin. Fireburner now moving up. Torment in the corner. Taking multiple contact here to get this one out, and it's not good enough. He had to get it out with at least the second touch, but it wasn't enough. Garrett G will take advantage, abuse it, make it a 2-goal game.
And Torment trying to just air dribble this one over the midfield. Unfortunately, no respect from NRG. They go for the challenge.
Pull it off. 2 minutes left, though. NRG still holding on to their 2-goal lead, trying to make it 3.
What is going on?
Nobody wants to play Rocket League right now.
It's like we all know they have no okay, that's true. Perfect information around and in. Garrett G will put it down. Finally, it had to find its way into the back of the net. I don't even know how NRG would have been able to stay in this Cloud9 half with nothing going in the tank, and just Cloud9 couldn't get organized to somehow get a good challenge.
Series has gone completely the other way. But both teams, they had their moments of brilliance yesterday, and neither one was able to find the victory. Who's going to have the last moment of brilliance is all that matters.
It's quite similar to what we saw out of the regional tournament, you know? NRG got beat as that one slides over his head. Not sure how that one got through, but Torment gets him on the board.
Definitely looked like it was high enough. Definitely looked like the defense was there, but 50 miles per hour. Quite a screamer.
Oh, man, perfect.
Torment up there, winning one more. Garrett G airborne in the final minute, still up by 2. Cloud9 needs one more if they want to be able to play into 0-second time. The pass out to Justin.
Danger.
Can he find the shot? He does. Gimmick's not quite there, and it's a 3-goal game again.
Fireburner puts on a masterclass out of the corner here on how to get this ball away. Sees Justin lined up, says, here you go, I've got him beat. Just make sure you find the right spot. And yes, he does, the lower right-hand side.
Cloud9's trying to complete the book and get them an RLCS title. A great start from Gimmick with a just absolute slammer from midfield.
And then you get Garrett G caught off the back wall. Torment feeds Gimmick, and he says, let's just put one on target. And Fireburner finds himself a little bit too far forward, and Cloud9 get off the board.
NRG's got to find a way to score.
Great job keeping it close, but in the wrong way.
Garrett G dropping it here. Squishy's
It's
not
in.
there. Are you kidding me? Garrett G with his little pop off the ground, just enough to confuse Squishy.
And I love Gimmick trying to keep that ball close. Unfortunately, it went a little bit too far away. Squishy coming into net a little too hot and couldn't reverse in time to get the ball out. Quick challenges from both teams. They run into each other in the open net. Torment can't capitalize, and that is not good.
Stalls it, but Garrett G can't get there. Torment will put it in, and Cloud9's got the lead.
Well, I said they couldn't capitalize. I spoke maybe 3 seconds too soon. Justin, maybe a little bit antsy, dove at that one a little too soon, thinking that someone from C9 was going to be right on top of it.
Justin not willing to commit what would have been all 3 players in the back
One more.
third. Can they find it there? Almost.
close.
Gimmick gets it away. Garrett's still in position
There
to
it
score. He
is.
puts it through. NRG finally finds a way into the box, and they've got the first goal.
And it's just a love tap from Justin up over the net. Fireburner so close. Torment thinking that ball was going to get cleared out to the side. Cloud9 in general fading that way.
Goal, anything to go in the orange net. Fireburner past 1. Torment's there. Fireburner demolished after contact. Squishy back to Torment, looking for the shot. He puts it back into the corner, chooses to go for the pass play instead. 3 players crashing in the box. Gimmick puts it in! The demolition made the way, and he drives it all the way into victory.
And the muscles, it's a touch into the corner. I said, how well did they get it out into the midfield? Doesn't matter. They do what I don't like, and they still find the back of the net. Cloud9 take down NRG. They get some vengeance for the regional championships, and they will go on.
I love it. The ballsy play. They commit all 3 players on an insane press. They know if they lose that, there is a high percentage chance they lose the game and they are out of Vegas, but they commit, they pull through, and they knock NRG out.
It's elation for one, heartbreak for the other.
All right, so first off, I have to make you apologize to everyone for giving us heart attacks. And then after that, I just need you to walk me through that match. Obviously, a lot went down, some back and forth. Were there ever any worries? Did you guys stay in the game mentally, or were there some breaks?
Between, I think it was game 3, 3 and 4, we tried to figure out where we were going wrong, and that really helped us out. We changed how we were playing entirely, and we were able to pull through and win it. But they're insane, and I can't believe we're going to tomorrow.
Torment trying to get that out. A quick pass shot. Yukio! Off of a great pass from Cuxier.
He's doing it every day, apparently. Yukio starting off the scoring from Flipside. Look at the pass from Cuxier. Cloud9 just not expecting it, can't react in time.
Mystic next to his own box, cut off by Squishy. Up immediately is Torment. Not a great touch. This shot by Gimmick. Tie game.
Yukio can't make the save. Cloud9 respond immediately. You can see Squishy. It's just a lobbed off the backboard, and Yukio drops it down. Gimmick right there to punish, and Cloud9 tie it up.
Overtime. But Flipside looking to score here. Mystic just missing, and flying in was Torment. Now in the transition, Gimmick shot. It's gotta be Yukio. He can't save it. And Gimmick scored for Cloud9.
On the counterattack for Cloud9. It's a great touch from Squishy off his own backboard. Gimmick's right there to push it down the field. Yukio racing back. He can't get to it.
Maybe to open things up, but Torment keeps control
Lots
of
of
the ball.
space.
Looking to flick to Gimmick. Gimmick shoots and he gets the goal. 1-0 for Cloud9.
Look at how much space Torment has, all of the middle third of the field, and he just finds Gimmick on the other side. Cuxier, he read the play but couldn't get there in time.
Squishy back over to Torment. Cloud9 just trying to find an insurance goal. They may get it here. Squishy punching it in. 2-0.
Great touch here from Torment. He follows it up, and you can see he puts it off the corner, off the ceiling, comes down to Squishy. Again, at the right place, at the right time, slams it home for Cloud9.
Immediately met by Squishy, pinched off the ceiling. Oh, and a great pitch to
He did it! He did it!
The Cuxer pitch! The man is a legend!
It's a beautiful play, and you saw it in the bit before the match. It's the Cuxier pitch. 74 miles an hour. He pulls it off on the biggest stage.
Gimmick popping it over one. Squishy right there on the support. He gets the goal. Far side. Can't save it.
And again, Cloud9 kind of sitting patiently waiting. Great touch to beat Yukio. Gimmick pushes it down the field. Squishy right there. A bullet to the back of the net. Defense can't react.
Able to clear it away again. 30 seconds. It's a tall order to ask for if you're Flipside Tactics to try to fight back here in game 2. Yukio looking for the playback. And Cuxer is doing everything right now. And Yukio able to follow it up.
All the space for Yukio, and Cuxier hunting for this last man. Bumps Gimmick just enough to open up some space, and Yukio puts it away.
Yukio, the standout star of Flipside Tactics. They need him. The shot! Flipside Tactics! Yukio delivers!
And he's been popping off all tournament long, and he finally does it here in game number 3. The opening, he sees it, and he takes it to the back of the net. Flipside staying alive.
Cuxer able to find the ball around the corner. Cuxer winning big, flying in his Mystic! Flipside score first!
And that's exactly what they needed. We talked about a spark of life, and they're back. Cuxier gets the dunk over Gimmick, and Torment can't defend it. Mystic slams it home. Flipside in the lead. And you can't give that to Cuxier, but almost. It was broken up by Squishy, but great play from Flipside, and then all of a sudden, Squishy down the field by himself. He puts it away.
Looked like Gimmick got in the face up here. Yeah, he did. He just keeping Yukio out of the play. That one bump in the corner just completely messed him up to put Cloud9 back into it. Back over towards Gimmick. It's headed to Cloud9's corner. Fighting for this ball is Cuxer. He's not going to get it. Torment. It's actually a pass to Mystic! Mystic scores! Cloud9, they are going to game 5 against Flipside Tactics!
After all the pressure that Flipside had to weather, they finally break down the defense. Mystic with the shot to the back of the net. Flipside going to a game 5.
Midfield Cuxer trying to play it in. Squishy. Up high against the backboard. That somehow goes in. Torment gets the goal. No defense against the backboard for Flipside.
A defensive blunder. You can see Squishy just throws it off the backboard. Yukio just couldn't get to it, and Torment there to clean it up.
For Flipside, they gotta go the distance. But here's Torment.
He's done it!
2 goals. 7 seconds left. They've done it.
The defense gets spread out from Flipside, and Cloud9 gonna put this game away. Cuxier can't make it, and Torment puts the dagger.
The only way Flipside can come back is if you score somehow off this kickoff and allow yourself some time left. But Cloud9, after a very intense comeback from Flipside Tactics, the ball hits the ground. Cloud9 moves on, top 4.
What a series from Cloud9. You can see the relief when they stand up. So happy to be moving on here. A full team effort. Torment at the top of your scoreboard here for game number 5. And man, what a series between these two teams. Could you ask for more?
I really don't. The only thing that would have made it better maybe is Cuxier tying the game with almost no time left, like he's so known for doing.
I was gonna say, you're looking kind of good beside that statue, by the way. Maybe. Another one too, I've seen Torment up on offense a lot more now, so it seems like a much different dynamic. I'm just wondering what the process was, any difficulties in creating that different play style?
Yeah, I honestly, I just think it's he's been in the right situations where, like, if he has a shot, he's gonna shoot it, where I'm just like, I'm not there, or me. It's not me or Squishy, it's just him, and he's such a great player that he knows how to capitalize in those situations.
Fantastic. One more time for Cloud9 and Gimmick here.
about being able to break out of the midfield and put some shots on net of their own. Squishy on the transition to get from midfield, off the crossbar and in. Cloud9 strike first.
Great shot from Squishy here, and I think he gets a little bit of help from Kami, but look at the pass from Gimmick. Squishy fires a bullet off the crossbar, and Kami, he's just trying to get back.
Go for that could be dangerous for them, just off the back wall, and scoring for Squishy, his second, real quick.
And you can see Torsas coming across to Kami and Drippe going up for that one, and a big miss off the back wall. Squishy's just got to put it on target, and he does. C9 up by 2.
Pass over to Gimmick. Gimmick takes control of that one, and it's in 3-0. Cloud9 firing.
And they're just putting on a clinic now. Look at this pass again. Squishy and Gimmick linking up. The first touch is fantastic, and he just puts it over Torsas again. Gets a little bit of help from the defense to put it through.
Torment back over to Squishy. Squishy almost finding that Chiefs having a little bit of a disaster on their own back wall, and Gimmick picks up another goal. The Chiefs disoriented.
Yeah, the Chiefs, you see this ball get brought down, and Torsas just trying to get rid of it. Kami comes through, trying to help out, but he passes it straight over to Gimmick.
Hit over Gimmick, but forces Kami to make a touch, picked off by Squishy, open net, Cloud9. Gimmick picks up the goal.
It's a great interception from Squishy. You can see this ball kind of lob towards the net. Drippe's way too far behind it. Gimmick downfield just to confirm that goal.
Cloud9 to work for their defense. Drippe up high against the back wall. Kami, that shot is in! Kami gets the goal for the Chiefs. They tie it up.
And again, this could be the spark for the Chiefs. You see Drippe cross map here. Kami going up for it. Cloud9, there's no one there.
Trying to get around the ball against the ramp. He's got a man behind him. If he can get there, it's going the other way. Now race towards the ball, sailing down, and it's out for Kami. Chiefs take the lead.
With all that pressure on their end, a clear comes out, the pinch off of Gimmick, and it's a race to the other side of the field. Kami beats him there. Torment, you can see, trying to clear it past
off the post. The Chiefs able to hang on thanks to the proverbial fourth man on the pitch. It doesn't matter though. Gimmick hunting in a free shot on net, tie game.
So many shots come out from Cloud9, and as soon as you think the Chiefs are going to break out, it pinches back to their corner. Gimmick's still up there. Great shot to the back of the net.
And over to Gimmick. Gimmick can't find the touch. Nobody found the touch. Kami now trying to play it out towards the middle of the field, and he does, but he's picked up by Torment. Cloud9 take game 2.
Chiefs caught in rotation here. You can see Kami, he brings down the ball. He actually gets 2 of Cloud9's players to go for it, but Torment comes in, the goal's left open, and Cloud9 take game number 2. Let Cloud9 break out, and a good chance for them. Can the Chiefs lock him back down? Look at all the space Kami has!
Kami scores! He's able to flip it by Cloud9 2 minutes in!
And I pointed it out, the space, a lot of time to think and decide where you want to go with this. You can see he gets Torment turned sideways, and he knows that's the moment to strike
through Squishy. Torsas up here, he can't beat Squishy to the ball, but Kami's there. That shot, a double commit here by Cloud9. Quick follow-up from the Chiefs. Kami's there. The pass to dump over to Torsas up high. Drippe scores! The Chiefs up 2-0.
All the pressure for the Chiefs. You can see Kami over to Torsas, and look at all the space. You can see Gimmick and Torment sitting on the goal line looking at him, says, please don't score on me.
No way. And Cloud9 can't find a way in here against the Chiefs.
And again, it's flashbacks to the Flipside series for Cloud9. All of a sudden, there's life for this Chiefs team, and they're struggling to deal with it. The adaptations that the Chiefs has had. Again, another one drops from now 4 for the Chiefs. And man, the turnaround here in this series.
OCE comes into this tournament, and people think, yes, OCE, they're still improving, but they're still playing 3rd, 4th, 10th fiddle to North America. One of the best teams in Rocket League. And finally, Squishy scores here for Cloud9. There's signs of life. Winning the first 2 games, big, but the Chiefs are, I need a second, Corelli, I need a second.
Or they even develop, or when they're in midfield in the air.
Over Kami, and Gimmick strikes first here for Cloud9. He puts it up top.
And speaking about being in the air, Gimmick picking this one up and over Torsas, and then Kami's just sitting there, sees Gimmick fly over his head. Cloud9
Kami also punts this downfield. Cloud9 with some of the space that they have. A great challenge in midfield here by Gimmick. The demo opens things up. Cloud9 striking right in.
And again, Gimmick just picking things off. You see this lateral pass, and it's not a bad idea, but it's just too long of a pass. Gimmick can see it happen, and he grabs it off the sidewall, puts it away on an open net.
Drippe trying to move it around the corner against two Cloud9 defenders. The pass right over to Kami. Kami now over one. Kami tries to get it by Torment, and it's defended well. There against the corner. That shot is in by Drippe. He hits the top 90 there. What a shot.
And he's been doing it all tournament long on the sidewall here, and he just fires a bullet to the back of the net. Gimmick just doesn't get up for it.
And Gimmick able to make a great save. A close one there for Cloud9, but Gimmick gonna take the ball, try to roll it by. The Chiefs here with Kami. Torsas just trying to harass Squishy. Squishy, he's got a break on it. Cloud9, 3-1. He beats everybody.
Squishy just goes through the entire team past Kami. You can see Drippe trying to catch up to it, and Squishy flips into it to keep that ball moving forward into the back of the neck.
But Drippe able to break it up. And now Torment. Oh, a great bump by Gimmick, but Torment couldn't get back to the ball. It's sailing towards the net. Drippe gets a free one for the Chiefs.
Yeah, and I think for Torment here, he didn't know if he should go for this ball. He's a little bit too slow with the hesitation, and then Drippe sees the opportunity, goes through on it, throws it downfield to the back of the net.
Scoring that will definitely end it. The Chiefs, quick transition, blocked. A great defensive effort by Squishy to keep Cloud9 in the lead. Time, hit zero. The Chiefs looking to score. They don't. The Cloud9 move on, top 3.
What a performance from Cloud9. The Chiefs give them a little bit of trouble, but Cloud9 sends them packing. And you gotta feel sending home this Chiefs team. A historic run from them, but the road ends here. Cloud9 moving on.
Heard a lot of people just kind of rumbling that maybe there's an MVP on Cloud9, and your name has come up a lot. I'm just wondering what you're thinking about that.
We have to win first, probably, for that to happen. So that's the goal. I don't honestly care who gets MVP as long as, you know, we get first. So
that's the team spirit.
Let's talk about Cloud9. You guys played those guys, of course, in regionals and throughout the regular season. Give me a little breakdown of those guys, and who do you think will win this matchup in the lower final?
I think C9's going to take it.
Why?
Whenever I play C9, they're the hardest team I've ever played against in my entire career. I don't think I've ever beaten them in RLCS. That's one of the only teams that I think I haven't really beaten ever. Like, I always struggle against. I don't know what it is, but the way they play, it's amazing. And I think they can make it to the grand finals.
Squishy with the response, now back down, beating everybody off the backboard. Gimmick's there all by himself, tap it down and in. That'll be the first goal for Cloud9.
The beginning of every series is everyone just trying to battle out of that kickoff phase. But they weren't able to get out of it. We Dem Girls struggling from the moment that ball came off that kickoff for the
Torment. Off the side, now in front. Gimmick taps it in by himself. He got it into the box. There were defenders looking to be able to deal with them, but not today.
We haven't seen We Dem Girls wake up, but we definitely have seen Cloud9 on top of it. The chase down from Gimmick.
Cloud9, they just have the reads over and over again. Every touch pushes it closer to the We Dem Girls net, and it's going to do it. Torment's able to find the response off a poor touch, and it's a 3-goal lead for Cloud9.
This is not the team that we saw earlier. We Dem Girls making mistakes, spreading out when they really shouldn't be.
You heard them on the desk talking about it. What a play, are you kidding me? Squishy and Gimmick tag team the fourth one.
Not very often do I genuinely have no clue a goal's about to happen. What on earth? Squishy.
They were able to run out pretty early, and We Dem Girls just said, hey, just let's get comfortable. We've already lost this game, not worry about it. Hey, they get a goal here, they got 2 minutes left. Could possibly come back, but at this point, I think they're preparing for game 2.
It's step 1 on a real tall mountain, but hey, you know, you take the open goals that you can.
And they'll have a victory here, 3-goal lead, make it 4, why not? Gimmick will put one more in for the road. Cloud9's off to a hot start.
But that creative play, this last drive, a 3-man pass A disgusting read from Gimmick, though, to stop it.
Hungry for the rematch. Struggled against Dignitas earlier, but they've had time to warm up, but this defense is not what they need. Cloud9 able to get it around them in the corner and put in the first goal.
And just like the last game, in the first 20 seconds, they never got past that kickoff phase.
Glance it off his side and over to the corner, and they'll hold on to their 1-goal lead.
The selflessness from Cloud9, their ability to look for each other right now, Squishy especially, has had some beautiful passes to his teammates. Even when it looks like he's got the shot, he'll still always opt for one more pass.
Oh, it went in. Gimmick and the Torment on the infield pass. A beautiful shot for a 2-goal game.
This is just clinical. Torment in the midfield, Gimmick keeping that momentum, smacking it into the upper 90, smack into the crossbar. You see some really good ideas from We Dem Girls, hyper-aggressive ideas as well with some cherry picking, but Cloud9 are still able to beat them to the ball.
It's like the ball just fell on Gimmick, and he's like, I just need to be right. Yeah, okay, here. There we go. That'll score. Straight in.
Valiant effort.
Gimmick has the read. Pass to Remco. Nice stop. Metzenaars, an excellent touch to put it over Torment, but Squishy's got that one. Metzenaars now back in. Nobody's home. Can Gimmick get there in time? He does, but no, not there. Just barely. It goes into the goal. Metzenaars scores.
They made it past the 20-second mark this time.
They did.
And just 20 more, or 10 more, and they were able to sink one in themselves.
This one off target. They're going to need a second touch. Remco over to the side. Squishy and Gimmick trying to put it across the box. There's Torment, and he finds it. Comes in from nowhere. The pass is there. They finally lost track of the player, and Gimmick scores.
I believe this bounced off Mets. It did. He smacked it right into him.
It went so long. Oh my goodness! What an insane play! We Dem Girls has the lead.
Mirroring what we saw Squishy do with his team. Up for that, especially in the first 20 seconds. They did it themselves.
They finally did it. Cloud9 so close. And another one. Another long one from midfield. Ignite does it again. 2-0 We Dem Girls.
They still have to win quite a lot. I don't want to talk about it right now. Doesn't really matter. This is the first step for them. 2 goals up in the first 30 seconds. Great challenge, great bait. Got demolished for it, but it was worth it. The bounce pass.
Oh, Remco puts it in. Worth it indeed. Metzenaars and Remco able to make use of the space Ignite creates.
That is going to be 3 goals up. That pass from Metzenaars, keeping it over the defenders that are stationed on the ground.
Squishy will find Gimmick here. The shot towards the goal. Ignite's got to make the save and plays it high. Squishy looking for the read here. And can he find Torment down in the midfield for the infield pass? It'll go through. Cloud9's got the lead in Game 6.
Within the first minute, they were able to do it even after the pressure from We Dem Girls. In the first 30 seconds, Squishy finding Torment in the middle. Remco being a little bit too patient on that back.
From him, Gimmick will play over to the side. Squishy puts onto the backboard. He'll look for Gimmick here across the field, dropping it down. Gimmick just goes for the goalie. He goes for the dual threat. Squishy is able to do it himself. 2 goals now for Cloud9.
And they've had some serious plans when they turned around from the double boost steal last time to this going for goalie. We haven't seen a lot of physical play, but it comes out on top here.
Tie, but Metzenaars fell back. Final 10 seconds. He moves in, but is it too little, too late? Squishy passed 1. The final 5. Remco can't do it. That clear will do it. Cloud9 secure their chance to challenge Dignitas in the finals. It'll be North America versus Europe for the World Championship.
One of the biggest orgs in North America against the unsigned. And they tried their best, but Cloud9 live up to their name. They take the series.
So I was going to ask, after all these games, if you're feeling exhausted. That should have revitalized you a bit, though.
Yeah, we're definitely tired, but we got Dignitas up next, so there's no stopping it. No stopping.
Well, now that you hopefully got those nerves out of the way, what's the game plan going into the Dignitas match here?
Probably just, you know, win. That's probably the way to go.
And any final words before the grand finals you got to say to all these people supporting you?
Thank you guys for making it a great event, and I love each and every one of you guys.
You heard it, Cloud9, Squishy Muffins, Grand Finals coming up.
Dignitas is going down. Cloud9 is gonna pull it off in 2 best-of-7s. Right? What do you guys think?
And if there is one team to do it, it would be Cloud9.
It would be.
Cloud9 is that good. It'll be a good series, but it's too much.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to find out. It's about time to get into our grand final.
Dignitas on the attack, Squishy on the back wall. Clear of his own, Turbo. Hits it back. K-Dot, not the greatest touch, and the first goal of the grand final goes to Squishy and Cloud9.
Trying to trap this ball on the ground. K-Dot, he was faced the wrong direction, couldn't gain control of his car, which left Violent Panda in one of the worst spots in
there. That's going to buy them some time, and K-Dot does get full boost. Time running out for Dignitas in game number 1. K-Dot with control, good first touch, the pass.
He got it!
The give and go, K-Dot is able to pull it off.
The give and go inside of Cloud9's half. K-Dot to Panda, right back to K-Dot. Squishy left in one of the hardest positions as a defender.
Squishy with the challenge, Torment again. Gimmick with a shooting opportunity. Good first touch, that shot, just high, follow up from Squishy, and Cloud9 take game 1. Went across net very briefly, but K-Dot had the play. Squishy with the demo, and the pass, Gimmick's waiting. Cloud9 strike first in game 2.
These physical plays, seeing them out of Cloud9, that may have been circumstantial, but immediately, the moment they heard that explosion, they all turned. Midfield, or a third touch on an attack, Dignitas, I just don't see a player there when I'd usually expect it.
Ignite spoke about Cloud9, and that shot there, finding the back of the net. Torment coming up huge.
Through 2 defenders. Violent Panda's the only one that had no boost. No one getting up to read that, and Torment from offense read it better than they did.
Hits it off the ceiling. Panda misses his hit. Gimmick makes him pay. 3 goals now for Cloud9.
Somehow Cloud9 got more confident going from We Dem Girls to Dignitas.
On the cusp of being shut out, and a miss there. Gimmick is gonna clean that up. Cloud9 secure this game.
What is going on with this Dignitas, James? Am I the only one that sees this? I don't know where this passiveness came from.
Versus Europe Grand Final, game number 3. Cloud9 looking to take this first best-of-7. Popping up for Torment. Violent Panda racing to it. Chance for Squishy. Squishy off the backboard. Leaves it for Gimmick, and Gimmick, 7 seconds in, scores for Cloud9.
Another kickoff goal. Is this their tactic? Is this what it takes to beat Dignitas? Is it just kickoff plans?
Still attacking. Challenge there. Panda, precarious spot from him. The dunk from Torment, and Cloud9 extend the lead to 2.
They are tearing apart Dignitas, shot after shot. Just barreling through.
Dignitas off the kickoff. Squishy, whoa, he got the flip reset. The follow-up from Torment. Cloud9 making it happen.
Where are the answers from Dignitas? Cloud9 with the plan from these kickoffs. Squishy baiting out the first defender, and Torment hot in pursuit.
Going for the challenge. Now, ball going out into the middle. This is still dangerous. Gimmick cleans it up. Absolute crushing by Cloud9. Oh my.
Everything Cloud9 is doing right now is something you'd put in some sort of tutorial video.
Cloud9 on the other hand, Torment said they were. As the final seconds tick away, Cloud9 in game 3 get one more on the board. Torment with the flick, and a 5-0 shutout in game 3.
Let me put this series into perspective, just so everyone can understand how ridiculous this is. Dignitas has scored 1 goal this series. The least amount of goals they've ever scored in a series is 6. James,
my brain isn't working right now,
help me.
Carpet.
My brain needs to work because I'm supposed to be the color. You need to help me.
Torment tried to get the touch, but K-Dop cut it off. No boost for Squishy. Attacking opportunity. Turbo's up. That shot underneath the crossbar and in. Dignitas respond.
The second goal this series. Can you believe that I'm saying that? That is only the second goal they've scored, but I guess kickoff's the strategy at this high level.
Going for the clear, but K-Dop has something else planned. K-Dop with the double tap. Dignitas ahead by 2.
This is what we love to see out of this team. Consistency and perfection. K-Dop following that. He never misses those, man. You can't stop him.
Panda, upfield, Torment. Heading it off to the side. Squishy has no boost. Torment flicks it by 1. Turbo with the follow-up. 3-0. Dignitas answer.
They have woken up this angle from Turbo.
Turbo misses touch. Now Gimmick will have it. Gets it over to Torment. Torment, he gets it by Turbo and net. And Cloud9 take the lead late in Game 5.
Was this because Turbo went up for that first one? No, he had the boost. Oh, he put it behind him. Turbo Pulsa was faced to the left.
Into the corner. Another touch, pass out into the middle. Torment is there. 2-0. 11 seconds left. Cloud9 in a position to end the streak of Dignitas. 10 seconds left.
1 more attempt. And they won't make it.
And that is it. The streak is over. Cloud9 take the first match. From Leafex, who has Torment down on the stage, we'll get his reaction from this first match victory.
So, what did you just say to me a second ago?
I said my motivation to win is that I'd use the bathroom.
What just happened here?
Yeah, I don't really know, honestly. We came out the gate just really strong. We just rolled with it, and I think it was like a little too much for them, to start the series. So.
And the mentality going into this next thing after the break?
Same thing, pretty much. What we were doing, I think it'll work. Yeah.
Don't break it. Don't fix it if it ain't broke. We're gonna be back right. Bracket reset grand finals. Cloud9 Dignitas. Don't go anywhere.
Upfield, Panda hits it back to K-Dop, but Gimmick cuts it off. Double tap chance. Gimmick,
he does it!
He hits it!
All the pressure riding in on this, and they open up the series with a double touch. Clinical from Gimmick, and ugly from Leafex. Thanks for that.
Preventing Turbo from getting that attack mounted, but chance
Turbo!
now. Turbo answering back. We're tied up.
Seemingly coming out of nowhere, a bad touch from Squishy. Gimmick trying to follow, but that challenge from K-Dop and Turbo there immediately. That's the speed from Dignitas.
This Game 1 could set the tone for the final match of Season 6. A demo there, Squishy with the shot, follow-up from Torment. He hits it.
The team plays. Gimmick got the demolition, and he didn't care how he did it.
Down, the shot blocked by Torment yet again. K-Dop with some space, goes to hit it off the backboard. Squishy gets the hit. Final chance, Panda to Turbo. Turbo, the pass in front of net, but it won't be enough. Cloud9 take Game 1.
Nice read by Squishy, but it might have been a little bit too overzealous. Didn't have anyone to pass it to, but they didn't find any punishment on it.
That shot from Turbo finds its mark. It looked like it might have been wide, but Turbo sneaks it in.
I saw the 2 defenders there, and it didn't look like he was challenging it that aggressively. And Squishy actually had the angle for the save.
Panda off the side, K-Dop up in the air, centers to Turbo. Turbo, the shot, gets it underneath the Cloud9 defense, and Dignitas ahead by 2.
And there it is from Dignitas. Violent Panda out to K-Dop, looking for Turbo. That's the midfield passing that they have perfected. 2 players back.
On double commit there, chance for Cloud9 if Gimmick can get a strong shot. Going for the double tap. Can he hit it? Bounces it by the defense. Gimmick with the highlight reel shot.
Everyone everyone looking for the hard shot to net. He goes underneath them all. K-Dop even trying to read that.
Not there quick enough. Squishy has a chance, going for the double tap himself. Bounces it in as well. Squishy extends the lead.
You know, are these two guys the same team? That's the same goal. It's almost identical.
Violent Panda going for the center ball. Torment denying it. K-Dop centers to Panda. Panda gets the goal. Dignitas within one.
The challenge, when I saw Turbo go for this, I was almost upset, but it was just enough to force Squishy into thinking he had to get the hard clear.
And Torment coming in. Torment with back-to-back dunks. Squishy with the center ball. Gimmick gets to it first. Dignitas, no boost for them. They're struggling. They're low. Cloud9 on the assault. And the Beals backflip, man. Torment able to get the goal.
Getting completely suffocated at boost. The most was K-Dop with 20. He was the one in net. He knew it. He felt that he had no time.
To Panda. Panda back to K-Dop. Turbo, he was waiting, but Gimmick gets the save. And now the counterattack. Torment responds. That is the dagger.
Three goals up. 17 seconds. Again.
And now Squishy beats Turbo. Turbo left floating in the air with no boost. He's left back, and Torment takes advantage. Cloud9 get the lead in game 4.
Back and forth, and the demolitions work as intended. The double commit, pulling them both out of the midfield.
But Gimmick with some time, good first touch, going for the dribble, and he hits it!
He gets it! I can't believe it! Two Dignitas defenders in front of him. He stays patient, he waits for the flip from Turbo, and flicks into the bottom left corner.
Told me anyone would have to double or beat Dignitas in back-to-back best of sevens, I would have told you it was impossible. Now Cloud9, 1 game away. Las Vegas, are you ready? This could be the final game of Season 6. Cloud9, 1 game away. Now Panda, Squishy, going for the pass. That shot actually, he does it all himself. Squishy with the early goal.
Watching him go for the second touch in the first 14 seconds. They put themselves in the lead. What is that angle?
I thought he was gonna pass it. Let this game get out of hand.
K-Dop there.
And K-Dop,
K-Dop
he'll do just that. Dignitas tie it up.
Violent Panda and the touch. Gimmick nearly there. He thought the shot would come, but K-Dop was there to support, putting it under the final defender, and we're back at a tie.
Cloud9 mounting an assault. Squishy passes to himself.
He gets
Flip,
it.
reset. Can he do it? Squishy moves. Torment finishes it off. What a play from Squishy and Cloud9.
Off a flip reset.
And with that, Cloud9 take the lead. Nets wide open. And Dignitas get right back into it.
The kickoffs again. They're cursing both of these teams. Squishy pushing that back mid, not aware where his last defender is. And Violent Panda keeps it tied.
Gimmick. Squishy, that shot knocked to the side by Turbo. Panda jumped, but he couldn't get to it. And Torment gets the lead for Cloud9.
Back and forth, trying to keep control. Violent Panda getting that first hop and then losing all momentum, losing all of his boost.
Caliber finish right there. And Gimmick off the kickoff again, Carpet. Now 2 goals separate Cloud9. It looks like they might do it.
What on earth is going on with these kickoffs? It left for Dignitas to catch up, to stay alive.
Dignitas, their time is running out, and Squishy off the kick-off again. 5 goals now to 2. Cloud9, they are destroying Dignitas.
They don't even know how to feel. Torment put his hands on his head like he was in anguish. It probably feels like he's in a dream. 3 goals up against Dignitas, the 2-time world champions.
And that kickoff going towards the net. And the response from Turbo. That is exactly what Dignitas needed. Only a few seconds off the clock, and Dignitas within 2.
It's a home run derby for these teams right now.
Turbo.
10 seconds.
Cloud9. They are about to do the unthinkable.
They've done it.
Cloud9 dethrones the Kings of Rocket League. The title comes back to North America carpet. What a series!
Since season 1, North America has not held the title. You see disbelief on both sides. Cloud9 in disbelief that they just took Dignitas.
And you can see Turbo, a class act there. Cloud9, it seemed impossible, Carpet. They lost in the very first round and had to win series after series. And they do it. Cloud9, your season 6 world champions! Happened. Squishy Muffins, Torment, Gimmick with the tournament of their lives.
North America takes it home again.
And Tapper awarding the medals. Torment, let's hear it for your world champions, guys. Cloud9!
The full lower bracket run. Pretty much the most games any team could have possibly played. They kept their brains in it. They kept it strong.
And Squishy, let me tell you, my friend, you might want to rethink your words on whose style reigns supreme. Cloud9 with their flash and brilliance make it happen. But that's enough of us up here, Carpet. Let's go hear from your world champions. Leafex, take it away.
Cloud9!
We'll get to that in a second. Right now, we got to hear from these boys, your world champions of Season 6. We'll keep it brief because I know you guys need to run around and let this energy out. How's it feel, man?
It's unbelievable, honestly. I did not expect this at all starting today. We started from losers round 1, and I'm just so proud of the team and, you know, proud of us for making this far.
The longest run ever, I think, in any bracket in the RLCS. How you feeling?
Feels great.
Squishy, I talked to you before and you said you don't need to do what we do. I'm thinking you were wrong, man. You need to do exactly what you need to do. Is this the new style? Are people gonna have to play like you, Nan? How you feeling?
I think we're just playing perfect today. I'm so proud of my teammates and how they performed. I don't think it's necessarily a play style you should copy, but we played great, and I'm so proud of them.
Probably the only ones that can do it, Cloud9. And that leaves us one more thing. But now, it's time for MVP. And you guys have been calling for it all night. It's none other than Torment!
This one's special. It's been a long time since NA's taken it. It's coming home, you guys. It's coming home.
We keep making history with RLCS. Thank you everyone for tuning in from around the world, everyone here in Las Vegas for making this a spectacular event. Plenty more Rocket League to come on the calendar. There's so much work done behind the scenes to make this happen. The production crew has been incredible. All the commentators, everyone involved with this production to make this one of the best shows we have ever seen. And of course, huge congratulations to Cloud9, making history in style, becoming your world champion for Season 6 of the Rocket League Championship Series. Stay tuned. Plenty more coming your way on twitch.tv/Rocket League as we continue the path of Rocket League into the future.